What if every rejection you've ever faced was actually the most valuable gift life could hand you? Imagine for a moment that each cold shoulder, each ignored message, each missed opportunity was not a door slamming shut, but a path guiding you closer to your truest strength. You've been taught that rejection is failure, that it diminishes your worth. But here's a radical shift. Rejection is not defeat. In the realm of Stoic wisdom, rejection is a tool, a profound teacher pushing you to develop resilience, dignity, and self-mastery. Today we dive into 13 powerful lessons designed to flip your perspective on rejection, to turn moments of setback into sources of strength. These lessons don't just offer you solace, they give you power. Power to handle rejection with an unshakable sense of self, to walk away from approval-seeking, and to cultivate inner peace, regardless of the opinions of others. By the end of this journey, rejection won't be something you avoid. It'll be the very thing that sets you apart, that elevates you above the crowd. Are you prepared to reshape the way you view rejection? To see it not as a wound, but as a training ground for character and strength? Join us, and by the end of these 13 lessons, you'll no longer merely endure rejection. You'll master it. Lesson 1. Embrace the initial pain, then let it go. When rejection strikes, it stings. There's no denying it. This is a truth we must first accept rather than resist. To reject the pain of rejection is to create a deeper wound, festering with suppressed hurt and unacknowledged emotions. But here lies the first principle of strength. Acknowledge the pain briefly, as a visitor, not a master. You feel it, yes, but you do not become it. Allow it to reveal itself to you, then release it. As Stoics, we recognize that pain is natural, yet we know it must not control us. The pain of rejection is but a fleeting sensation. It is the response afterward that has lasting consequences. In this moment, you stand at a crossroads. Will you dwell on this pain, replaying it in your mind, or will you choose to let it dissolve? Releasing it does not mean you ignore or invalidate your experience. Rather, it means you transcend it, carrying forward only the wisdom it has left behind. Remember, each instance of rejection offers you a choice: to attach yourself to its bitterness or to rise above, unshaken. Embrace the pain, briefly and consciously, then let it go, freeing yourself to grow stronger and walk forward with purpose and peace. Lesson 2. Rejection is not personal. Redefine its meaning. Rejection feels like a judgment of our worth, but this is the first illusion we must dispel. The Stoic knows that rejection is rarely about us. It is often about circumstances, timing, or the other person's perspective. To take rejection personally is to hand over your inner peace to the unpredictable whims of others, a choice no wise person would make. Instead, redefine rejection as redirection. Each setback is a nudge, steering you toward something truer, a path better aligned with who you are becoming. Understand this. Rejection is not a verdict on your value, but a reminder of life's impermanence, urging you to focus on what you can control: your response, your resilience, and your growth. So the next time rejection arises, meet it with calm indifference. See it not as an obstacle, but as a teacher, guiding you to new opportunities you may not yet see. In choosing this view, you free yourself from the grip of others' opinions and step onto a path of greater purpose. Lesson 3. Control your emotional response. In moments of rejection, the urge to react emotionally is strong, but remember, this reaction gives away your power. The Stoic knows true strength lies in restraint, in observing emotions without acting on them. Each time you react impulsively, you surrender control to others. Instead, pause and breathe. Emotions are temporary visitors, departing when we choose not to engage. By mastering your response, you show that your worth is unaffected by external judgment. In remaining calm, you pass the test, growing stronger and more resilient with each encounter. Lesson 4. Maintain your self-worth by pulling back. Rejection often stirs the impulse to prove ourselves, to seek approval that was denied, but the Stoic path is different. Rather than chasing, pull back. By stepping away, you affirm that your worth does not depend on anyone's validation. To pursue those who reject you is to become captive to their validation. To pull back is to reclaim your dignity. When you cease chasing, you send a powerful message to yourself most of all, that your value is self-sustained, unmoved by external approval or rejection. Understand this. True respect begins within. Pulling back not only preserves your self-worth, but enhances it. In this distance, you cultivate a quiet confidence, one that draws others in without effort, and maintains your peace regardless of their presence or absence. Lesson 5. Reclaim your mental space. After rejection, how often do we allow thoughts of that person or opportunity to linger, replaying scenes in our minds, questioning our words or actions? This mental spiraling consumes our peace, chaining us to the very thing we need to release. The Stoic, however, understands that such preoccupation is a surrender of our most precious asset, our inner tranquility. To reclaim your mental space, redirect each thought of rejection towards something meaningful. Your goals, growth, or well-being. Attention is power. Do not waste it on what no longer serves you. By filling your mind with purpose, you free yourself from the weight of the past and restore your inner strength. Lesson 6. Demonstrate your value in action, not reaction. When rejected, resist the urge to explain or prove yourself. True worth needs no defense. The Stoic knows that value is shown not through reaction, but through steady, purposeful action. Instead of seeking validation from others, direct your energy toward your own growth and achievements. Let your character and accomplishments speak for themselves. Over time, your silent progress will reveal your worth, needing no approval from those who once overlooked you. Lesson 7. Cultivate silence as your answer. In a world that demands immediate responses and seeks validation through noise, silence becomes a rare and potent strength. When faced with rejection, the urge to explain, to defend, or to seek closure can be powerful. Yet the Stoic knows that true power often lies in restraint. Silence is not avoidance. It is a conscious decision to hold your ground with dignity, allowing your composure to speak volumes. Silence unsettles those who expect a reaction, showing that your worth is unaffected by their opinion. It creates space for reflection and inner strength, affirming that your value is self-contained. Embrace silence as your answer, and let it command respect, without a single word. Lesson 8. Channel rejection into self-mastery. Rejection is often seen as a roadblock, a moment that bruises the ego and halts momentum. But the Stoic sees it differently, as an invitation to cultivate self-mastery. Each rejection is a prompt, a reminder to turn inward and refine the one thing you truly control: yourself. Rather than dwelling on what you cannot change, use rejection as fuel for growth. Invest in your discipline, resilience, and skill. In doing so, you transform rejection from a wound into a stepping stone, emerging stronger and defined by your pursuit of excellence, not by others' opinions. Lesson 9. Rise above. Show kindness without attachment. In the face of rejection, bitterness often feels like a natural response. Yet the Stoic knows that true strength lies in a higher path, one of kindness without attachment. To respond with grace is not to seek approval, but to show that your peace is self-contained, unaffected by another's acceptance or dismissal. When you encounter those who have rejected you, offer respect without expectation. This detachment reveals a profound independence. Your worth is rooted within, untouched by others' opinions. Kindness without need is strength, signaling that your dignity remains unshaken and unbound by their acceptance or rejection. Lesson 10. Establish boundaries to protect your peace. The Stoic knows that true peace requires boundaries. After rejection, there's a temptation to remain open, hoping for validation. Yet this openness can drain your energy and disrupt your inner calm. Set firm boundaries with those who have rejected you, not out of bitterness, but self-respect. By limiting their access, you protect your space and preserve your peace. Remember, boundaries are not walls of isolation, but safeguards of self-worth. In setting them, you declare that your peace is priceless, too valuable to be compromised by anyone's opinion or change of heart. Protecting your peace is not merely a choice, it is a responsibility to yourself. Lesson 11. Reverse the need for validation. Seeking validation from others places your peace in their hands, leaving you vulnerable to constant unrest. The Stoic seeks affirmation not from outside but from within. Instead, let your worth be defined by your own principles and growth. Approval from others is fleeting. Self-respect rooted in virtue endures. By becoming your own source of validation, you free yourself from the pull of external praise and find unshakable inner peace. Lesson 12. Use rejection as a tool for redirection. Rejection, though often painful, is a guide, pointing us away from what is not meant for us and redirecting us toward paths more aligned with our purpose. The Stoic sees rejection not as an obstacle, but as a recalibration, a subtle nudge from fate itself. Instead of mourning what was lost, view each rejection as a chance to refine your path. It may be that what you sought was less than what you truly deserve. Trust that redirection brings you closer to the pursuits and relationships that will honor your growth. Remember, life's rejections are seldom final. They are simply a way of clearing the way forward. Accept them with grace and let them lead you to opportunities truer to your potential. Lesson 13. Value mystery. Resist sharing struggles publicly. In a world quick to display every hardship, the Stoic holds struggles privately. Broadcasting pain invites unnecessary opinions and weakens inner resilience. Instead, let your challenges be silent teachers, strengthening you from within. Quiet perseverance builds respect, needing no validation. Embrace mystery. By keeping your struggles close, you preserve control, dignity, and peace. Reveal only the strength that emerges, not the battles fought to gain it. Rejection, once feared, becomes a powerful ally when approached with the Stoic mind. Each lesson we've explored teaches that rejection is not an end but a beginning, a path towards self-mastery, resilience, and unshakable peace. To transform rejection is to choose growth over bitterness, strength over dependency, and dignity over despair. These principles are more than reactions. They are a way of life, where each setback becomes a stepping stone and every no a redirection toward what truly aligns with your values. By mastering rejection, you master yourself. No longer will you seek validation from others, for you will find it rooted deeply within. Take these lessons forward. Let rejection be your teacher, your guide, and above all, your tool for becoming stronger and freer. In embracing this path, you step into a life guided not by the approval of others, but by the unbreakable wisdom of your own mind. If you found strength and wisdom in these Stoic lessons, support us by subscribing to the Ultimate Stoicism channel and giving this video a like. By joining our community, you'll stay connected to timeless insights on resilience, self-mastery, and inner peace. Together, let's continue the journey of becoming stronger, wiser, and unshakable in the face of life's challenges.